episode of Galactivated Yoga on the Beach. Woo! Crystar Galactica, your fairy god sis, Saint Joe Narcotta, bringing the beats to the mix. We are Galactivators. So happy to be here once again together. Breathing, relaxing, chilling on the beach. It's a sunny, bright day here in Cali. See, we're so happy once again to be right here with you all the super friends. Thanks for tuning in online and being here live. We appreciate you. We're gonna have the best time. Yay! Galactivators! Yay! Thank you. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. All right, super friends, we're gonna stretch, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna relax, we're going to receive. And while we settle in, I invite you to step outside if you can. Find that Mother Nature love. Roll our shoulders up, back down. Find that straight spine. Look up with your eyes. Begin to quiet your mind. Find your breath. As we pass from the thinking mind, the beta brainwave, the dramas, the stories of our lives, into observer mode, svadhyaya. Stepping into the alpha brainwave, the meditative mind, as we breathe. And as we deepen our breath and slow down, I'd like to share what's going on galactically. Today, our root chakra is ripening and birthing our inner radiance, the overtone of the peacock, as this is the red planetary Skywalker day. So we are connecting to the spirit of the earth and the spirit of the heavens. Heavens and earth are uniting within us with the power of our breath and our awareness. Our yoga, that we are more than just these physical bodies in this physical world, but we extend into the full light spectrum, going gamma in our mind's eye now, reaching for that creator consciousness, the super consciousness. Deeply breathing in, deeply breathing out, just scanning your body with your third eye, just noticing any places that there's any density, intensity within you. As we breathe, relax, let go and receive, and then let's inhale now, our arms up to the sky. Gather your intention between your palms, look back, focus your mind's eye, and then as we exhale, let's bring our hands down the center line. Just take 3 breaths, bowing to your heart inside. May we begin today focused on that heart inside. Let's take an Om here, or 2 or 3 as we breathe in. Down, just notice how you feel. And then let's shift the crossing of our legs. Bring the other leg on the top. And first, let's start with our neck. Taking our ears side to side. Flowing with our breath. Our neck forward and back. Taking our neck side to side. back to center. Let's take it into some seated cats and cows. Inhale, lift our heart, our chin, our gaze, our drishti, looking up, big smile. Exhale, arching our spine, tucking our chin, seated cat. All the breath out. Flowing with our breath as we inhale, lift our hearts, lift our gaze. Focus on your intention. And as we exhale, leaning back, tucking our chin. Flowing with our breath. Inhaling to center, taking those arms out and up. And then I'll be your mirror. Let's bring our left hand down, right arm up and over, letting our head fall, stretching into our side bodies. Two more breath cycles in and out. Inhaling, arms come up and over, right arm down, left arm up and overhead. Find that breath. Interlacing those fingers together, rotating palms up, and then we're going to use that core strength and straighten these legs out and shake them out. Deep breath in, lift our heart, big smile, smiles for miles, and then as we exhale, hinging at the waist, reach forward, keeping your body straight with intent, and reaching, folding, bringing those hands down, and then let's grab those feet, those soles, and stretch. Spread those toes. Little micro movements. If you can, maybe you need to bend your knees to reach your feet. Stretch and spread those toesies. Tuck your chin under. And then lifting our heart, let's place our right hand on those feet and inhale this left arm, heart open, palm up, stretching our eyes to look back at that back hand with our eyes closed, looking through your closed eyes, using that inner third eye, your visualization. Two more deep breaths in and out like this. Inhaling, left arm up and over, folding as we exhale. Inhaling, right arm up and back, palm up, stretching back, turning our eyes open to receive. Deep breaths here. In and exhale, bringing these hands down, folding once again. Inhaling, arms float up to the sky, giving thanks for the blue skies overhead, bringing those hands back behind us. Let's first have those fingers facing back, just lean back, point our toes. Stretch across our collarbones, lifting our hearts up, big smile. And as we exhale, coming back to neutral, rotate those fingers around, palms down, fingers facing forward. As we point into the ground, take a deep breath. Point those toes in as we exhale, push into the earth, lifting our hips, taking a reverse plank. Find our breath here. Lift those hips higher. Lean our head back, look up at that third eye. And exhaling, coming on down. Let's hug those knees into the seed. Wrap our arms around ourselves, tucking our chin. Just breathe into all the seeds of our tomorrows that are within us today. Breathe in our magical hope for the future, health and well-being and vitality and prosperity and growth and thriving, community, magnetism, attracting everything we need every day in every way. Super friends, Galactivate! Alrighty, now let's extend these legs out. Let's actually play with our balance, just extending them here. You can hold on to the ground behind you if you like. Just play with straightening those legs. And then you can play with grabbing your thighs if you like, and wiggling those ankles. Then you could play with releasing your hands if you like, wiggling your fingers and toes to our boat pose. And then we'll bring them down and take another forward fold. And then rising up, let's bring this right foot into that left inner knee. And then we'll bring this left ankle onto that right knee for a double pigeon, and knee on top of our ankle. So flexing both of our feet and stacking knees over ankles with our shins parallel to the front of our mats. Okay, and then let's inhale our arms out to the side. And as we exhale, let's bring this right arm across our body, fingers up, and grab that upper arm and pull it over as we turn our neck to the right side. Keep pulling those fingers back towards your face and hinging at the hips into this hip opener here, our double pigeon. And let's take 3 more breaths in and out like this. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring those hands down. Walk ourselves forward, tucking our chin under. Inhale, walking our hands back up. Okay, we're gonna adjust our legs now. So let's take this bottom leg and swing this heel in close to our hip. And we're gonna just plant this left sole on the ground. Give it a juicy hug with that right arm. Inhale, left arm up and back. Pressing it up against our spine, sit up nice and tall. And then if you like, you're welcome to bring this right arm to the top of that thigh to help you to push yourself into a deeper twist if you like. And stretch, twist from our belly, ribs, shoulders, neck, eyes. Deep smile. And you can form a mudra with your hands, touching your thumb and pointer finger or middle finger if you like. 3 more breaths like this, in and out. Inhaling through center, we're going to briefly twist the other way. And breathing back through center, let's stack our knees on top of one another now. Bringing both heels in close to our hips, and you can adjust yourself by sitting forward and sit back down, and we'll just place our hands on our soles to ground in. Just taking our neck side to side. Maybe rolling the shoulders back and down a few times. And then we'll inhale, arms up to the sky, giving thanks for this beautiful, gorgeous day we have in December. Warm, hot, sunny, blue skies overhead. Thank you, thank you. And then let's bend this right elbow and use that left hand. Grab this elbow and gently stretch this arm as we let that hand just glide down our back. Just gently tapping on the back of our heart here with that right hand as we press our crown back. Press that back of your head back. And let's sigh out some any tension. No. And then if you'd like to increase it, you're welcome to release this left arm, rotating that palm back and pivoting those fingers back behind, interlacing those fingers, pressing back as we hinge forward at the waist towards these bent legs, if you like. Fill up with the love of dog. And then we'll release our hands to the ground in front of us and just walk them forward, tucking our chin under. Wiggle those toesies. Deep ujjayi, belly breath. And inhale, walking our hands up, all the way up to the sky. Give it thanks to the Most High. Hands back behind. Let's rotate. Let's first have fingers facing back. Unwind one leg at a time, elevating them up. Find our balance here, and then releasing those hands up to the skies into our boat pose one more time. Deep breath. We're so strong. Centered, grounded, balanced, super friends. Galactivate. And bending those knees, planting our feet, hands behind our shoulders, intermission before we do the other side. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift our hearts high, big smile, feet hip width apart, press into the ground. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, float those hips up for a reverse tabletop, leaning our head back. Big smile, lift our hearts. Press into the ground with your big toes. One more breath here. And exhale. Back into the seat we go. Bring those knees in. Give them a hug. wrap those arms around ourselves, tuck our chin, stretch our spine. Notice where there's any tightness, tension. Send the breath there, send your awareness there. Pranayama, using the breath to create the right circumstances within. And then leaning back, let those feet float and rising back up into our boat pose. Merrily we float along and slowly lowering those legs down and take a forward fold, just noticing the difference between the sides. What has shifted and changed? Let's grab those toes and spread them. Keep those feet parallel. Pull back on those toesy woes. Maybe you need to baby bend those knees, perhaps, and really stretch those toes. Rising on up, we're gonna bend this left knee now, bringing that left foot to that inner knee, and then we're gonna stack this right ankle on top of that left knee and knee on top of our ankle. So double pigeon on the other side. Feet are flexed at 90-degree angles, so they're not pointed, they're flexed, and we want to stack those knees on our ankles to get into those hips. So if you can bring those feet towards one another, shins balanced parallel to our mats. Good. Okay, and then we'll inhale, taking those arms out to the side. And as we exhale, left arm swings across our body, right arm underneath, grab that upper arm, pulling those fingers back towards your face. We're going to twist our neck the opposite way. Big smile, deep breath, and ah. Inhaling, releasing our arms up to the sky. And as we exhale, let's walk our hands forward. Forward folding, breathe into that hip. Just sigh it out. Any tension in our faces. Just shaking it out. And breathing in, walking our hands up. We're gonna shift our legs, so bringing this left heel close to your hip and planting this right foot on the ground on the outside of that left thigh. And wrap our arms around this leg, give it a big hug. Inhale, right arm up and back, planting it against our spine and twisting to that right side, stretching our eyes, deep breaths here, pushing that hand up against our spine, lifting our heart. Inhaling, briefly twisting to the other side. And as we exhale, coming back to center, stacking those knees on top of one another, shifting our weight forward and connecting to those soles, close to our hips, palms to soles. And we'll just take our neck side to side. Notice the connection between your hips, your shoulders, your neck. Svadhyaya, observe your thoughts. What thought currents come up when we are in this Gomukhasana, cow face pose, this asana. Right, then let's inhale our arms up to the sky, giving thanks for this beautiful day, and then bending that left elbow. Let that left hand glide down our back to the back of our heart, and use that right hand to pull that left arm over and pressing back with the back of our head, our occipital bone, pushing back as we sit up tall, lifting our heart and breathe. Gazing in and up at that third eye. Om Namah Shivaya. Deep breaths. Planting our tongue to the roof of our mouth like a suction cup. Breathing in through our nose, our mouth closed, teeth open. Oh, the breath in. Oh, the breath out. And as we breathe in, we'll release this right arm back and lift those fingers around, interlacing those fingers behind our head if that feels good for you. Or you could grab an article of clothing or something to help you reach those fingers, connect those hands. Find a deep breath. Gazing in and up at that third eye, the ajna. And releasing our hands to the ground in front of us, walking forward, tucking our chin under. Oh, shake out any tension in your head, neck. And inhaling, walking our hands up to the sky, back behind us one more time. Fingers facing back, lean back, lift our hearts. And as we breathe, unwind these legs up to the sky. Rotate those ankles around. Once again, bringing our hands forward up into our boat pose. If you want to, you can grab the backs of those thighs and pull them in and play with straightening those legs, reaching through your soles, maybe straightening one leg at a time. Om Namah Shivaya. You could play with releasing your hands. You could play with peace fingers in between your big toe and grabbing these big toes and pulling them towards you. Woo, as you play with your balance here. Woo, and then we'll bring our legs down and bring our soles together. And then making sure we have room behind us. Scooching our way forward here. We'll fold forward in our butterfly, Baddha Konasana. And then we'll flow back, feet overhead, and rock forward, feet together, knees out, butterfly, and rock back, feet overhead, hands to our lower back, flat. Feet together, knees out as we fold forward, feet overhead, hands to our back as we flow back. So feet together, knees out as we come forward. Yeah. And feet back overhead. A few more times. Let's get juicy with our spines. And the next time we're in plow, we'll hang out there for a little bit with our feet overhead, hands to our back, feet to the ground, walking those shoulders towards one another, keeping our neck neutral. Feet on the ground behind us. Make sure our shoulders are supporting us, our neck is relaxed. Gazing in and up at that third eye. And then if and when you're ready, you can bring your feet up over your hips for a shoulder stand. Make sure that your hands are supporting you. Your neck is neutral and relaxed. Shoulders are holding you here. And then we'll bring our feet back overhead, releasing our shoulders and rolling back into our butterfly. Feet together, knees out. And then rising on up. Let's swing these legs around and sit on those legs. And let's take our arms out to the side and then interlace those fingers behind our back, pull back and down, lift up our chin, look up at that third eye. And then swing those hands over to the right side. So keep those palms connected together. And then we're going to take our neck over to the left. Inhaling to center, switch the crossing of our fingers, swinging them over to the other side, turning our neck the other way. Inhaling back to center, releasing these hands to the ground. Knees under our hips, shoulders over our wrists, cat-cow, moving our spine up and down. Inhale, drop our belly, lift our gaze, our drishti. Exhale, arch our spine, drop on ground. For cat, inhale, drop our belly for cow, flowing with our breath. Coming to a neutral and taking our hips and shoulders side to side. Bringing those knees together. Let's send that right leg back and up. And then bending this right knee, we're gonna ground through this right hand and inhale this left arm up and back and grab that foot or that ankle. Flexing that foot, lifting that knee high, twisting, stretching, turning our gaze to look back towards that foot. Kick that leg up. Use that leg's traction to pull your heart open. Deeply breathing in and out. Om Namah Shivaya. And releasing, stretch that arm and leg away from one another, and then exhale, squeeze knee, nose, elbow. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend, and bring it down. Cat, cow, move that spine around. And then rewarding this right wrist, let's take our knees wide. Bringing this left hand a little bit forward. Inhale this right arm up to the sky. Make some circles with that wrist. One way, the other way. As we breathe in, and then as we breathe out, bring that right shoulder and right cheek to the ground, squaring our hips. This left arm can stretch forward if you like, or reach up to the sky, or wrap behind our back and grab that right inner thigh. Keep working on squaring those hips, bringing them over towards that right side. As you breathe into the shoulder, deep belly breaths, tongue on the roof of your mouth, gazing in and up at that third eye. Ujjayi breath, like you're fogging a mirror. Breathe that breath, pranayama, into that shoulder. Ujjayi. Keep lifting that left shoulder, lifting that heart open. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Breathing in and releasing this left arm to the ground, and breathing out, press into this hand. Elevating this right arm, make some circles. One direction and the other direction. Releasing it on down to the ground. Adjusting our knees, cat-cow. Notice the changes that have taken place. As we breathe that spine up and down. And inhaling to neutral spine, bringing those knees together. We're gonna send this left leg back and up now. And inhale this right arm forward. Bending this left knee, taking this right arm up and back, grab that ankle, lifting this foot high, twisting. Lifting our heart, lifting our gaze, deepening our breath, kicking that leg up high, pulling our heart open. A few more breaths here, big smile. And extending this arm and leg forward as we breathe in. And exhale, squeeze knee, nose, elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. And exhale, release. Cat, cow. Move that spine around. Inhaling to neutral, take those knees wide. Sending that right arm just forward a little bit, right hand to the ground as we breathe in this left arm up to the sky. Make some circles with our wrist. Thanks for working so hard. Breathing open, love and gratitude, devotion, thank you. And as we exhale, bringing this right shoulder, right cheek to the ground. Squaring those hips, pressing them back towards the left side. Right arm can reach forward or stay where it is, or reach up to the sky, or wrap behind our back and grab that inner thigh. Just breathe into that shoulder. Let the breath flow beautifully through your body. Om Namah Shivaya. Deep breath in. And unwinding this right arm, press it into the ground. Inhale, left arm up. Let's make some circles all around. One direction, circle, rotate that shoulder. And the other direction. On back down, adjusting our knees once again, cat cow, and then we'll sit back into a child's pose onto our heels, stretching those arms forward. Any tension, any density, any burdens, just give them all to Mother Nature. Give them all to the angels. And then we'll lift our heart and walk our hands over to the right side, stretching them to that left side body. Inhale, lifting our hands, our torso, walk it over to the other side, stretching into the other side of our body. Inhaling, coming back to center, lifting ourselves up, slithering ourselves forward into cobra, coming onto our thighs, and as low or as high as we'd like to be, just stretching that lower back, shoulders roll back and down, lifting our gaze, our drishti. One more breath here. Slowly lowering down. Let's bend our knees, reach back one hand at a time, grab an ankle or two. You could do one leg at a time if it's too intense to do both. And then as we breathe in, we'll lift those thighs, squeeze those knees together, lift our hearts into a bow pose. Let those thighs float up off the ground, pulling our hearts open. One more breath. And release off. Bending those hands under our shoulders, curl those toes under. Hugging those elbows in as we press up into a plank. And then send those hips back for a downward dog. Reaching those heels down as we press into the ground. Bending one knee at a time and reaching the opposite heel down to the earth. Even twisting slightly side to side. Get juicy. Reach those heels down and look forward between our hands as we breathe in. And as we exhale, begin to walk our feet up to our hands, lifting our heart. And exhale, folding. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out to the side, rising, palms together, lean back. And exhale, hands into our hearts. Namaste. We'll take it into a little bit of a flow here. Feet together. Inhale, arms out and up. Palms together, lean back. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Swan dive forward, folding hands to the ground. Inhale, lift our heart. Let's send our right leg back and down, wide knees, Surya Namaskar 3. Dropping that knee to the ground, left leg is forward. Let's lift our arms up, giving thanks. Exhale, hands come down, back knee lifts. Step this left leg back into a plank. Deep breath here as we shift our weight forward, elbows in as we drop our knees, chest, chin. Inhale, peel our hearts forward, lift our heart, big smile. And exhale, lowering on down, pressing the ground, floating up into plank. And back to downward dog. Feet step just a little closer to our hands. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, float that right foot forward, left knee drops to the ground. Inhale, lifting our hearts, giving thanks. Exhale, hands to the ground, curl the back toes, float this back foot forward to meet the right forward fold. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, folding. Inhale, reverse swan dive, leaning from the heart, arms out and up, palms together, lean back. And exhale, hands into our hearts. Notice the changes between the sides. Inhale, arms out and up. Palms together, lean back. Exhale, swan dive forward, folding. Inhale, lifting our heart. Exhale, folding. This time our left leg goes back, floating that knee down. Inhale, rising on up. Exhale, folding. Lift that back knee, step it back into plank pose. Shifting our weight forward, elbows in as we hover, drop knees, chest, chin. Inhale, heart shines forward, cobra. Exhale, lowering down. Curl those toes, floating up into plank. Back to downward dog. Feet step just a little closer to our hands. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, floating that left leg forward. Right knee drops to the ground, arms come up. Surya Namaskar. Exhale, hands come forward. Lift that back knee, floating left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, lifting our heart. Exhale, folding. Leading from the heart as we breathe in, reverse swan dive, arms out and up, giving thanks. Leaning back and hands into our hearts. Noticing how you feel. Just grab this. These guys need a little shade here. We're cool. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, forward folding. Inhale, lift our hearts. Exhale, folding, right leg goes back. Drop that knee, arms come up. Giving thanks. Exhale, folding, lift that knee, float it back into plank. Shift our weight forward, drop down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, press up, plank. Exhale, back, downward dog. Take a few breaths here. Reach those heels down, hip balls between our arms. Open the shoulders. Deep, juicy, mindful belly breath. Like a wave, like the ocean. Inhale, elevating this right leg up. Exhale, floating it on forward. Drop that left knee down. Rising up with our arms, giving thanks. Exhale, hands come down, lift that back knee. Floating this right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift our heart, flat back. Exhale, folding. Leading from the heart, reverse swan dive, palms together, lean back. Exhale. Hands into our hearts. Notice the change. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift our heart.
I don't know why it's doing it.
Exhale, folding.
Good morning, cows!
Silly robots. And as we fold here, we're gonna float this left leg back now. Drop in this left knee down. Inhale, lifting our arms up to the sky. Give thanks. Exhaling, hands come down. Lift that back knee, floating back into plank pose. Nice and strong here. Shifting our weight forward, elbows in, dropping down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, peeling our hearts up. Exhale, lowering on down to the ground. Inhale, pressing on back up to plank. And booties up, back to downward dog. Feet step just a little bit closer to our hands as we reach those heels down. Press into those flat palms. And then inhale this left leg up high. Exhale, float it on forward. Drop that back right knee. Arms up to the sky. Giving thanks to the Most High. As we bring our hands down, drop that back knee. Float that foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, fold. Leading from the heart, reverse swan dive, palms together. Lean back. And hands into our hearts. Just notice how you feel. And then we're going to just take a little bit of twisting here. Let our arms hit our bodies. All right, we're going to just shake it out. Shake everything out. Just tap on the top of our heads. Breathe in bliss. Connect to our divine, our Ishta Devatar, Om Namah Shivaya, our eternal nature, our yoga. And then we're just going to come to stillness, mountain pose, and just observe how you feel. Om Namah Shivaya. Let's inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, forward folding. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, fold, step back into fold. Inhale, shift forward. And as we exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. We're going to send our right arm straight out from our shoulder. Right cheek to the ground. So palm down, right palm down like you're giving the earth a hug. And you're going to bring that left hand next to our face in upper push-up position. And press into the ground, rolling onto the right side of your body. Allow this left leg to come up. Head is nice and relaxed. And then we'll bend this left knee and place it on the ground behind your right knee. And allow this left arm to come up to the sky. Just opening your heart up. Deep breath. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder. Ah. 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 And bringing this hand down, coming onto our bellies, peeling up cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift our heart, look up at that third eye. Notice the difference between the sides. And exhale, lowering on down. We're gonna send this left arm straight out from our shoulder, bringing that left cheek to the ground, palm down, give the earth a hug. Right hand in push-up position, press into the ground. Let this right leg come up. Bending that knee, place it on the ground behind that left knee. Left toes can come up. Just breathe into the shoulder. And you can play with this right arm's positioning, either having it on the ground or elevating it up to the sky or opening it up. Just breathe. Oh. Deeply, freely, tongue to the roof of your mouth, inside your teeth. Deep breath, gazing in at that third eye. Om Namah Shivaya. Pranayama. Use the breath. Om. One more inhale here. Om. And as we exhale, coming on down to our belly. Hands under our shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and down. Peel up cobra. Lifting our hearts. Lift our chin, big smile. And slowly lower on down. We're going to push up and back into a child's pose. So stretching back. Reach those arms forward. Stretch our lower backs. And then from here, we're going to adjust into some rabbit variations. So rolling up and curling our toes under, sitting back on those heels. And then you could reach back and grab your feet and bringing your head in close to your knees. Just gently lift up, press into the ground. Lift your spine, stretch your spine as you roll onto the top of your head. And then our next variation is you could grab your hands together behind your back and lift up onto the top of your head and let your hands fall back towards overhead. And releasing back to child's pose. Breathing, walking our hands up, back behind. Let's swing those legs around, forward. And we're gonna take it into a fish pose. So make sure we have room behind us. Bring our hands just under our glutes. And we're gonna come down onto those forearms as we point our toes. Lifting our head, our heart up and back. Maybe the crown of our head makes it to the ground. Maybe it doesn't. And just gently sway our lower back side to side as you point those toes. Legs zipped up together like a mermaid tail. Breathing, gazing in and up at that third eye, the ajna. Visualize light pouring in. 360 vision, stars all around us. And then we'll come on to our back sides. Taking our knees into our chest. Gently rock side to side. Bringing our right arm out to the side. Let's drop our knees over to the left. Twisting our upper body to the right, stretching our eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathing those knees back to center. Hug them in, squeeze them in, give them a kiss. Mwah. And then extending that left arm and shoulder to the side, dropping our knees over to the right. Deep twist. Deep breath, super relaxed. Coming back to center, hug everything in. Once again, give it a kiss. Mwah. And then we're gonna do one more, planting our feet hip width apart, just at the tip of our fingertips. Press into the ground, lift those hips up, walk our shoulder blades together into a bridge pose, clasping our hands together behind our back. Neck is neutral. Press into our forearms as we breathe. Squeeze the knees together. Squeeze and lift our heart up towards our chin. Engage your belly, root, and neck locks, the Mahabandhas. Gazing in and up at the third eye at the top of our inhales. Visualize a beautiful bright light, a star on the top of your Christmas tree. Super friends, Galactivate as we come up onto our tippy toes and release. Just melting now into our final resting pose. You need to cover yourself up anyway. Feel free to do that now. Let your arms and legs just fall open and away from your body. Bring in your gaze, your drishti, in and up at that third eye point. And then let yourself just melt into the silence beyond the sounds. And we'll be back for our Galactivation. Om Namah Shivaya. Of the heavens showering down, the light from the stars infusing you now like a blood transfusion, pass right through your veins and x-ray into you, you divine enlightened being, seeing yourself in the superconscious state. In your yoga, you are yoked and are great. Body, mind, spirit, united and whole, a spiritual master in the physical world. Your eternal nature now wrapped around your life, into the future and the past at the same time. A little baby born into this world alive, like a living cherub angel, cherubim inside. close to Creator, always now in your heart, restored to the center, the beginning where you start, and into the future we project like a flame, a living life beautifully with your perfect name. You are, you were, and you always shall be, yoked to your spirit in your physical body. So now let us dance the future, the flame, as we rise in our pants, in our body as a divine being, eternal and yoked in yoga at this time. Our heart ablaze, a flame of light, entangling with the cosmos and stars in the skies, the heavens, the earth, and the galaxy, the moon and the stars and the cosmos too. The divine, pure heart is awakening in you. You are, you were, and you always shall be a spiritual master with a perfect body. Visualize every part of your life coming into balance, restored, returned, happy, healthy, and vital, friends. Loved and adored everywhere that you go. Praise to the Lord, coming now full circle. The Shiva and the Shakti awakening inside, the masculine and feminine, the right and the left side, intertwined like our dance, our parents embrace, the divine supreme mother and father in our inner planes. Our hearts start to rise like a throne in our mind's eye. See ourselves happy, healthy, vital, supported by life, trusting in each day that it brings what we need as we relax and receive. Simply let go and be. We are the creator force manifested in form, and now there is nothing more than who we are for sure. So we let go and allow this divine force to carry us home, always to our hearts, with that inner sound, the tone of the Om. Divine light going gamma, super consciousness, anchored into our brainwaves, the delta streams of bliss, dreaming awake our lives. So excited are we, perfect weather all the time, overhead and in our bodies, in our mindset, in our countenance, in our emotions too. Always the perfect temperature, that space surrounding you, radiating positivity every day in of our lives as we are an apple restored to the tree, the beautiful tree of life. And now as we prepare to return to our lives, excited, healthy, rejuvenated from inside, beautiful and blissful, in perfect harmony with all the versions of ourselves, effortless grace and ease. We project from our hearts love and gratitude for all we're about to receive, and affirm this day as a gift so good, perfect from source energy, as we're plugged into this spiritual dimension. Om Namah Shivaya. It's time for our spiritual soul's ascension into our perfect human body. We are spirit made form, made flesh and whole. We are light, we are eternal, we are present, we are soul. We are living a pure miracle, and we are love manifest. And now we give it out, it's spherical, it comes back, and we affirm success. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Dhyanandam. Eternal bliss. So it is, we come back into our lives with eternal bliss programmed to the back of our subconscious mind, our superconscious self, always leading and guiding the way as we open our arms to the future to receive this glorious day. And breathing and receiving, we start to come back to life through all the brainwaves, gamma, delta, theta, and alpha arise, and back into beta, into our thinking mind, as we start to deepen our breath, wiggle our fingers and toes, and come alive, stretching and yawning, reach our arms up overhead. And affirming we are brand new, born as a new fetus, as we bring our knees into our chest and wrap our arms around ourselves in love and gratitude, affirming all is well with us. It's all love, it's all good. And slowly either rolling onto our side, so ever so slowly taking our time, bringing ourselves up to seated, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. The super consciousness has been seated into the depths of our subconscious mind. So we sit when we are ready, head, neck, and spine in a straight line, sitting in our enlightenment as a Buddha inside our own mind. And we see this eyes opening wide. We are spiritual masters in a physical life. And from deep within our quantum core, we tesseract. Through our crown's door, we open inward and outward, expand, blooming 1,000-petaled lotus, super friends. Sahasrara, crown chakra is open wide. Muladhara, root chakra spreading wide. To the left, to the right, to before and to behind. Open and spinning all chakras in perfect time. Heart chakra open, we emanate pure bliss, pure love, and pure expectation. All good comes to us, effortlessness. We see ourselves as electrified, magnetized, supersized, spiritual masters, fully alive, fully awake, human divine. Om Hri Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivoham. And raising our hands now up to the sky, giving thanks to the highest of heights, to the infinite, infinite space, the above side. Gather our palms in grace and pull down our center line. May we see this divinity all around us, every moment in time. Bringing our hands down to our throat, may our words express, uplift, inspire the highest heights. Bringing our hands down to our hearts, may we live in love, centered and peace. Everything we do with this love and grace and ease. Divine in me, divine in thee. One great light, pure love energy. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Choo, choo, choo. And then give ourselves a big hug and fill up with the love of dog, because dog is love. And prepare to have the best day ever, for we are living happily ever after. Yay! And give ourselves a round of applause. Yay! We did it. We saved the world again, cuz. Yay! And so it is. Thank you so much for our online community. Thank you for joining us in person, our fairy god family. We love and appreciate you so much, and invite you to go to Galactivators.com. You can get Galactivated singing bowls, clothing gear like the shorts I'm wearing here, and we will be back tomorrow night for some magical improv. All right. My phone keeps getting too hot today. It's a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day, and we will be in the parade tonight getting all galactified, so hopefully we'll see you there. And have the best day ever, super friends. Mwah. Hearts, unicorns, rainbows, and Galactivators. Crystar Galactica signing off. Stay galactivated, stay lit.